I believe like with my sport, because of the amount of people that are involved in it, you know, you're not just fighting the other guy that was trained by the other coach over there on the other side of the ring. You know, you're also fighting the referee. You're also fighting the judges. You're also fighting the fans around, you know, the friends, the family, the ones that are booing at you. You suck, and trying to get in your head while you're like 9 years old. You know, we're just kids learning and fighting. What that did for me, it made me who I am in every aspect of life.
Pressure makes diamonds, but it also reveals cracks. Teofimo Lopez has always fought like a man sprinting toward destiny. Loud steps, fast hands, big belief.
What's up? Oh my God.
My father said, you gotta be an entertainer. He was seeing everybody else, all the other kids. He knew I could beat every kid. However, he just wanted to add a little bit more sauce into me. And what was it? He said, be different, have fun, enjoy yourself, entertain. And I always had that in me. I started boxing at the age of 6, officially. But before that, my father had me fighting and doing Taekwondo at 2 years old. So let's say from 2 all the way to 17, for 15 years, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't believe in myself like my father did. I did not. What my father instilled with me, and it stuck with me, were a lot of things that I could really say that has improved my living. Don't get hit. He always told me that. He's like, you know how to box, you know how to do this, just don't get hit. All he had to say was don't get hit, and I already knew what that meant.
Yeah. 1, 2. Right hand again. Give me that right hand, baby. Give me that right hand.
Don't show it.
Right here, like that. Don't show it. Right hand, baby. Okay, go. Come over here. Too fast for me. Go. Come Jack.
Gloves off, masks dropped, and egos exposed. This isn't hype, this is a collision of chaos and control. Teofimo Lopez sprints toward destiny with explosive belief, while Shakur Stevenson hunts perfection 1 round at a time. 2 philosophies enter, only one leaves rewritten. Gloves off means excuses off, masks off, narratives exposed.
It's what we've been waiting for, man. Working on drills, foot drills, hand-eye reaction, everything. You know, my guy, TA, Go Feet Formula, that's what's about to happen right now. I'm about to enter the whole matrix.
So like you know, we already here. Fight week is on, and we at the UFC Facility Center. I've never seen him this great since right after the Olympics when he turned pro. Like very explosive. But now it's a take back, and we just trying to focus on that and going to the next level, man, and taking over the 140 weight division, and that's what we focus on.
Because this is not just another fight breakdown. This is a collision of personalities, philosophies, and dangerous self-belief colliding under bright lights where reputations either turn into legends or quietly evaporate. And at the center of this storm stands Teofimo Lopez, boxing's human lightning bolt, a fighter who doesn't warm up to destiny.
Really just trying to just keep it going, you know, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You know, you gotta have fun with what you do. You know, I love this. You know, I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. You know, this has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this. You know, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready. You know, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire. You know, I'm on fire with it. You know, because all I ever did was try to be great. You know, and it's no longer trying. I am. You know, I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get, because tomorrow's never promised.
When he sprints at it full speed with his chest out and his ego loaded. A man powered by explosive energy, fast twitch chaos, and a belief system so loud, It can drown out strategy if it's not kept on a leash. Because Teofimo doesn't box like a man trying to win rounds. He boxes like a man trying to hijack moments, snatch momentum, and shock the entire arena with sudden violence, sudden speed, sudden belief. And that's always been his greatest weapon and his greatest liability. Because when Teofimo is on rhythm, feeding off reactions, timing your breath, you're
a lot of these people, they're so ambitious, and it's okay to be, you have to. But the thing is, sometimes you don't get it because you're probably not gonna carry it the right way. You're probably not gonna be a people's champ. You're probably just gonna spend all your money, like a lot of these fighters do, on yourself rather than giving back. You know, it's all about being a people's champ. Muhammad Ali was the greatest of all time for those things, you know, and he made a strong, strong impact in this sport.
Blink, your hesitation. He looks unstoppable. Hands flashing, feet bouncing, confidence swelling like he already knows how the story ends. But when that rhythm gets disrupted, when discipline slips, when patience runs dry, the same chaos that wins him fights can start bleeding him rounds. Which is why this camp isn't about flash or Instagram knockouts. It's about discipline, smarter combinations, controlled explosions, learning how to turn that raw sprint toward destiny into something sustainable, something repeatable, something that doesn't burn itself out by round 7. And that's where the danger truly lies. Because a disciplined Teofimo isn't just explosive.
Strong and keep that angle.
Yeah, he keep aiming.
Keep his head up there fucking
man,
around.
just in case. Especially with somebody fast like him with timing. You can't be out of position. You got that.
Yeah.
He strong as hell. He picked me up in there. It was fun though. Just to be in the ring with him, share the ring with him, test his IQ out a little bit, see some of the moves he doing, and I'm gonna go take with me when I go fight. So I appreciate Dre. You gonna run it back again? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
He's terrifying. And across the ring from that volatility sits the human blueprint of control, Shakur Stevenson. Boxing's quiet assassin, the man who doesn't chase chaos. He starves it. Because Shakur's entire identity is built on consistency, precision, and suffocating control. He doesn't need moments. He stacks rounds like receipts, clean work, sharp counters, subtle pivots, feet gliding just far enough to make you miss and just close enough to make you pay. And while Teofimo's sprints, Shakur cruises calmly, deliberately, dismantling options one by one until opponents realize the ring has shrunk and every exit has been sealed. And this isn't accidental. This is learned mastery, forged through studying the elite, absorbing lessons from minds like Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, and Terence Crawford. Fighters who didn't just win fights, they controlled environments, dictated tempo, and turned discipline into dominance. And that's why experts keep calling this matchup a chess match. Because this isn't about who hits harder.
It's looking bad today. That's how it's looking. Cole gonna break some and if he don't break some shit, he gonna beat the fuck out of him. Over this. Oh. Nice. Oh. Oh. Kill in reverse.
We don't care who it is. We have no friend. Shakur, if his cousin get in the ring, he gonna get this smoke. If his brother get in the ring, he gonna get this smoke. We have no friend. Strictly bitch.
It's about who can impose their will without losing themselves in the process. A point echoed by voices like Antonio Tarver, who frames this fight as a battle for real estate. Because if Shakur controls distance, owns the center, and keeps the exchanges clean and selective, he turns this into his kind of night. A slow bleed where Teofimo's explosions hit air and frustration starts whispering bad ideas. But if Teofimo can break rhythm, force spurts, crash the pocket, and turn the fight into sudden chaos, he doesn't just change momentum, he flips the entire script. Because Shakur hasn't lived long inside a fight where control slips and unpredictability takes over. And that's where this becomes a defining moment.
You see Shakur controlling the distance, giving him angles, keeping that fight sort of in the middle. You gotta favor Shakur. But if he's on the back foot, if he's on the ropes, I mean, that's going to give Teofimo a lot of opportunities.
It's been leaned on history. When Teo showed up for Lomachenko or Josh Taylor, he became another man. So Tarver said the only version of Teo that beats Shakur is that ultra self-focused, violent with intent, moving feet to get inside. But he also reminded us Shakur has the tools to be a cooler chess player.
And like I said, could be, leaning toward becoming the face of boxing, because with Shakur being undefeated, having a big name like Teofimo Lopez on his record, hey, he's gonna have to.
Especially for Shakur, as voices like Wade Plemons remind us. Because this isn't just another win opportunity. This is the fight where Shakur either proves he's generational or gets exposed as brilliant but beatable. Because Teofimo isn't a test dummy. He punches back, thinks back, adapts, and believes in himself at a level that can disrupt even the calmest tactician. And then comes the most dangerous variable of all, volatility versus reliability. Perfectly captured by Stephen Edwards, better known as Breadman, who compares this matchup to basketball gods, where
movement, once he gets in that flow, it's a little bit tough to stop that ball rolling down the hill. If Shakur can just be an interrupter in this fight and interrupt timing, interrupt rhythm, interrupt momentum, I could see that being the way he...
A basketball analogy. Shakur Stevenson averaged about 25 points a game, right? But every game he scored about 23, 24, 27, 28. He just had a good baseline. With Teofimo averaged about 22 points a game. Some games he only have 10, but other games he got 50.
Shakur is the guy who gives you 25 points every single night without drama, without fluctuation, just relentless consistency. While Teofimo is the wild card who might drop 10 or might explode for 50 depending on the night, the crowd, the energy, the moment. And in boxing, that volatility can be fatal or legendary, because if Teofimo peaks on the right night at the right time, with discipline finally matching belief, he doesn't just win, he rewrites narratives overnight. But if Shakur does what he always does, controls space...
The guys who've given Teofimo movement and the guys who've tried to press, he hasn't looked good. But when he's made fighters come to him and he could kind of like line them up for his counter punches a little bit better. So he's obviously a fighter that likes you to come to him more than a fighter that likes to come to you.
Minimizes mistakes and suffocates options. He doesn't just win. He confirms suspicions that mastery beats madness when the lights get brightest. And that's why this fight feels bigger than a belt, bigger than rankings, because it's a collision of identities. Teofimo's chaos, confidence, and explosive destiny crashing into Shakur's precision, patience, and cold control. And only one philosophy leaves the ring validated, because whoever wins doesn't just take a victory, they seize the story, reshape public perception, and decide which path boxing respects more, the unpredictable spark or the disciplined flame. And when the gloves are finally off and the bell rings, there will be no hiding, no rewinding, no excuses, just two men forcing the sport to choose which truth it believes in most.